Now let's talk about another elite California Democrat who is delusional enough to think he should also run for president. Let's take a look at this clip of Gavin Newsom.
I'm looking forward to who presents themselves in 2028 and who meets that moment. And that's the question for the American people.
Is it fair to say after the 2026 midterms, you're going to give it serious thought?
Yeah, I'd be lying otherwise. I'd just be lying. And I can't do that.
Is the sky blue? Is water wet? Of course Gavin Newsom wants to run for president. Everything he's doing shows us that he is very desperate and very thirsty to run for president. Okay, Gavin Newsom is so thirsty, he's like in the Sahara Desert looking for a Dasani water bottle. That is who Gavin Newsom is, okay? But Gavin Newsom, he doesn't care about the people of California. His eyes are on the White House, on Washington, D.C., and we see this with politicians all the time. These career politicians, they don't care about their own taxpayers, their own constituents. All they're thinking about is, how can I get to the next level? How can I get to Washington, D.C.? Because once they have that bug inside them, that little bee in their bonnet saying, run for president, they can't get it out. The bar is so low for Democrats. The fact that Gavin Newsom and Kamala Harris and Pete Buttigieg are top contenders for 2028 tells us that they have a weak bench. The Republican Party has an incredible bench. I can think of 10 people right now I would be happy to see run for president. People I'd be comfortable with having the nomination, sitting in the White House behind the desk in the Oval Office come January 2029. There are people I'd be comfortable with right now. The Democrats, Kamala Harris, she blows $2 billion on a campaign. She hides out from reporters. She has no answers for anything. She sounds like a ridiculous drunk, okay? And she says she's not done. She might run for president again. And there are dumb-ass Democrat donors who will open up their wallets and checkbooks for Kamala Harris. Gavin Newsom, no Hallmark achievements. Gavin Newsom, no Hallmark achievement. Shuts down his state. Okay, shuts down his state and goes to French Laundry, Michelin star restaurants and has fancy meals. Okay, people are overtaking freeways and protesters are burning cars. Where was he again? At a Napa Valley fundraiser sipping on wine? Gavin Newsom doesn't know his priorities. Gavin Newsom doesn't know his ass from his elbow. So for Gavin Newsom to be such a horrific governor, to build bridges to nowhere, to run a deficit of tens of billions of dollars, for him to even say, I think I might run for president, shows you how delusional these Democrats are and how there's a double standard, okay? The bar is so much higher for Republicans running for office. Look at J.D. Vance, right? He's a Marine. He served this country honorably. He's smart as a whip. I would pay to see J.D. Vance debate Kamala Harris or Gavin Newsom or Pete Buttigieg.